This lesson corresponds to Lesson 42 in Introduction to Biblical Hebrew, Kittel and Hofer. Today we are looking at Cal passive participles and jussive verb forms. Here's our sentence for today. Let's try to pronounce this. Yehi Adonai Elohecha Baruch. Yehi Adonai Elohecha Baruch. Okay, most of this is actually quite familiar to us already. This middle pair, Adonai Elohecha, the Lord your God. We can actually already parse this verb form. You've seen this before. Here we have a class, u class. So a, u. These are indicators of the, from the root barach, the cal passive participle and masculine singular with no special features. Baruch. This means he is blessed, or being blessed. Now we only have one word left. We need to do a little work on this one, Yehi. So if we look at Yehi, this at first doesn't look probably very familiar to you at all, but this actually looks a lot like Va Yehi, but with the vav, the patach, and the double removed. So this is, in fact, a form of haya, and we can think of it as being the vav conversive with the vav patach double removed. So if we want to parse this, the way we parse is the root is haya, the stem is just kal, just like vaihi, the form is a prefix form, and it's the third masculine singular. But normally the third masculine singular prefix of haya is yihyeh, like our third hay paradigm bana is yivneh. So here instead of yihyeh, we have yehi. This is the indication of a special feature which we call the jussive. The jussive form gives it a permissive sense. May he be. One could also say, let him be. Now let's stop and talk about jussive verbs for a minute. You can think of a jussive as a third person command or permissive. So, for example, let him be or may he be. You can also make this plural, let them be or may they be. You could also make this feminine, let her be or may she be. You could also have, with a different root, let him visit or may he visit, let them visit or may they visit. Jussives are formed from the third person vav conversive. So we take vayihi and we remove our vav and our patach and our double and we get yehi. By the same token, we take vayahu, we remove and we get yahu. Vayifkod, we remove the vav patach double and we get yifkod, let him visit. Vayifkadu, remove the vav and we get yifkadu, may they visit. Now you'll notice here that for most verbs, the jussive looks exactly the same as the third person prefix. So if we look at the prefix forms of pakad, we have yifkod. Notice here these two vowels are the same two vowels as our jussive. By the same token, the prefix of pakad is yifkadu. So we have these vowels here and here. So for most verb forms, the prefix and the jussive are indistinguishable from each other. This means that the decision on whether to translate a particular form as a jussive is oftentimes a matter of context. So, for example, this root we just saw, yifkod, it could mean he will visit, which is the prefix, or it could mean may he visit, which is the jussive. Yishmor could mean he will keep, or it could mean may he keep. Yedaber could mean he will speak, or it could mean may he speak. So most of the time, when we encounter a prefix form, we have a decision to make about whether to translate it in the future tense or in the jussive sense, and context will determine. However, in roots where the vav conversive form is different from the prefix, we can tell the difference in whether a form is prefix or jussive. So let's look at our root we've been working with, yihye. This is the third-person prefix, he will be. Now, if we form the vav conversive of yihye, we get vayhi. So you see here, if we remove the vav patak double from the vav conversive, then we get yahi, which is the jussive, may he be. So yihye, he will be, yahi, may he be. By the same token, middle vav yods, yashuv, he will return. This is the prefix form. You remember that the vav conversive form is vayashav. So if you remove the vav patak double, then you get yashav, which is the jussive form, may he return. So yashuv, he will return. Yashav, may he return. Another type of root that is distinguishable is the third hey. Yivneh, of course, means he will build. Vav conversive form is vayiven. Remove the vav patak double. Yiven means may he build. Yivneh, prefix. Yiven, jussive. Here we see the first yod, yeshev. This means he will remain, or he will sit, or he will dwell. And this is the simple prefix form. The difference in these two is very subtle. Yeshev, in the vav conversive, vayeshev. So the accent has retracted, and that long tseri has become a short segel. So yeshev, vayeshev. If you take off the vav patak double, we get yeshev, and this means may he remain. So jussives for strong roots are indistinguishable from the prefix, but for roots where the vav conversive is different from the prefix form alone, then the jussive will look like the vav conversive without the vav. So now we can return to our sentence for this lesson. Yehi Adonai Elohecha Baruch. So Yehi, may he be, the subject of that verb is the Lord your God. And then the modifier is Baruch, the cal passive participle. So we would translate, may the Lord your God be blessed. Alright, so that is the end of our lesson for today, and I will see you in class next time.